from pinkcricket.com, and today we're going to make a little treat holder for Altoids. So I'm sure you've seen or tried Altoids before, but I thought that we needed a little treat holder for them so we could give them as a gift to maybe a teacher or something. So what we're going to do is we need a piece of paper, some thick cardstock really. This is 110 pound from Paper Tray Ink, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 6 1/2. So I've already trimmed this down, so it's all ready to go. I'm just going to double check, because sometimes, okay, it's at 4 1/4, but it's not 6 1/2 yet. So I'm going to trim it quick to 6 1/2. Okay, and then after we do that, we're going to go ahead and score it. So I'm going to grab my scoreboard. And this is the Martha Stewart scoreboard, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 3 3/4. So it's an inch apart. Okay, once we score it, we can kind of make those creases nice and crisp, and then we can move on to the next part. So I'm going to put the scoreboard away. Alright, now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to decorate this. So I'm going to grab my board again, and we're going to use the Bo Bunny Gabrielle collection. So this has been out for quite some time, so you should be able to find it in your scrapbooking store. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to trim the paper at exactly, oops, I'm upside down, 4 inches by 2 1/2 inches. So we're just basically taking off 1/4. Okay, once we do that, we'll move the cutter away, and then we're going to use a corner chomper. And I'm using this corner chomper that has the 1/2 inch corner rounder and the 1/4 inch corner rounder. And we're going to use the 1/2 inch. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to corner round the bottom 2 corners of the decorative paper, and then all the bottom corners, all 4 bottom corners of the holder, the tree holder. Well, it's going to be our tree holder. It's not a tree holder quite yet. Alright, so this is what we have, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this. Sorry if it's squeaky. Alright, so I'm going to center this and lay it down. And then the next part I need is I'm going to be using some coral colored cardstock. And I want it to just go across the bottom of here. So I'm going to grab my cutter again. And we're just going to score it. We're just going to cut it at 1 1/2 inches by 4 inches. So I've already got my, here, we'll just do it this way. So 4 inches by 3/4 of an inch. I'm sorry, I said 1 1/2, 3/4. We're going to keep with those quarters today. Okay, so once we have it lined up on our 3/4. All right, and that should fit right inside here. Yep, okay. So now I think I'm for real done with the cutter. You never know. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp it first. Let's do that. So now that I have this little piece, this is what our sentiment's going to be on. And this sentiment is from the new Pink by Design Sweet Grams. And the sentiment says, "Mint to be," like the mints that are in the Altoids. And I want to stamp it kind of to the right. Okay, so there's that. And we're going to adhere it. So here we are. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Next thing we're going to use is a hole punch of some sort, and I'm going to use my crocodile, okay, and I'm going to use the bigger hole punch. So I don't remember, oh yeah, it says on here. So it's the 3/16 of an inch punch. okay? Because I have some thicker ribbon. Depends on what kind of ribbon you want to put in, and you don't even have to put any ribbon in, actually. So it just depends on what kind of ribbon you'll be using. My ribbon is this size, so I'm going to need kind of a bigger hole. So I'm going to go ahead, and while I have the pieces together, that way I know they're lined up, I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole in it. And I want it kind of towards the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead, it's kind of a little off center. Okay, I always have trouble lining things up when I'm not right over top of it, but that's okay, no one will notice. Then we're going to get our Altoids. See how they're going to fit in here? They're going to be so cute. It kind of bothers me that it's to the right, but that's okay. I'm going to not think about it. And we're going to go ahead and adhere it in here. And you could use your ATG, or you could use red line tape. That would help it stick in there really well. You could use something, you could use repositionable adhesive so that it comes out easy. I'm just going to use the ATG because it's wrapped in plastic, so I know they'll be able to get it out of there, as long as my ATG decides to cooperate with this plastic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, put it in here, line it up. Okay. Yay, it's staying. Okay, but we're going to add that ribbon just in case. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a piece of ribbon and some scissors because I'm going to need those. And I'm going to lace it through and then just tighten a little knot. And so let's tie a little knot or a bow, whichever you prefer. And then we're going to trim it, and that's it. There's our little treat holder, our little Altoid. So I think that I'll send this to someone. I don't know, maybe I'll give it to my husband. He likes mints, and we're meant to be. Anyway, you could use these for even wedding favors. So there's another idea for you. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.